Not sure.
Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time. And the Mustangs will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. There he goes. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Gives it on the option. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Yellow Jackets are facing 3rd and inches. To the air, it's Kane. Gets it out quickly. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
Pulls and fires complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Yellow Jackets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Kane. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. First points of the day are on the board.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The run from the shotgun. Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. He could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Looking downfield, it's King. Gonna let it fly. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Connection to the right. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. And the Yellow Jackets are marching down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of minutes. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 10 to Wake Forest. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It's complete. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's deep. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
What's a nice play design there? You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He'll keep it himself. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mustangs will snap it on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got the quick pass. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Back to pass on second down. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the run deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Right on target this time. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Mustangs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll pull it on the read. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look.
Touchdown, SMU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Sands. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. He brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's King. On the run, still looking. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Picked off. A turnover in their own end.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it.
Intercepted, number 19. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy...
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quick handoff. Plows through the defense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stopping the run on that play right there.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's King. Now he's going to break the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Might be looking to run. Fighting off the defender. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And those body blows really, really matter. I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains.
Breaks into the open. Lowers those pads. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Yeah, and you've already seen him make a critical mistake earlier in the ball game, and you're going to make more of them if you don't make your feet a priority. Just pause for a second. Steady those feet, get them quiet. Now I can make it more accurate.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Dropping back, it's King. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got room to work. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And this is why defensive coordinators lose sleep at night, because guys like this have the football in their hand almost every single play. Third down, nothing open. He makes it happen himself. Now set up with a great scoring opportunity.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin,
You do know alone.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wake Forest. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Lost the throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Offense in an empty set. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's looking deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. To green grass as he gets it to the 31. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have?
Oh, he's got some space.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you. And he will take it in. Now Mustang.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Not much coaches love more than finding points on special teams, and that 94-yard touchdown return gave it to them. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open the possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Plucks it out of the air. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Using his feet. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
His quarterback is living dangerously. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Pressure coming. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Makes the grab on third. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Picked off, and they run an early drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime. Turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Dean. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. And the Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Fires complete on the crosser. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Got it, looking for a first. Quick spin on the run. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Now on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That last one leaves him 8 yards away from pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal. Gets it out fast. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Mustangs want to move quickly. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, SMU! They take the lead with the 6.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to end. There he goes! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Moving away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's
nothing but green grass down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wake Forest. For now, it's the fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Cook. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. Unleashes one. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink.
There he goes. He's at the and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll return it. Delivers the stiff arm. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes to the 22. Back to pass, it's Samuel. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got a man. It's Cook. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Use the play fake. Now to throw.